Hey, the history of China is oh so fine. China makes its way through history on that incline. It's also fine. We call it Calvin Klein. We be telling you this history all through the grapevine.
I'ma start us off with Confucian ideology. It's not just about spirit, it's also done bodily. I'm an Asian male telling all these women what to do. Can't live with that? Sorry, bro, this ain't voodoo. Neither do we focus on beliefs of Hindu. We could, but hey, y'all, we don't think that it could be true. Cause here, listen to me, we don't care about bread 11. Cause our emperor trusts in the mandate of heaven. Fool. Confucianism is the main religion of China, though it's probably not the same deal with North Carolina. Its focus all revolves around ideals of the family. Better do what you're supposed to or end up like Flat Stanley.
Hey, the history of China is oh so fine. China makes its way through history on that incline. It's also fine. We call it Calvin Klein. We be telling you this history all through the grapevine. Hey, kill it. We be talking about that Silk Road. They be traveling across Asia, carrying those loads. And on these loads with so many goods, they weren't even traveling through the woods. The merchants be traveling across it to participate in trade. They all be searching for those goods, only A grade. But they had to be careful because there wasn't any first aid. It's all just a risk, they just trying to get paid. The Silk Road created so many opportunities. It bettered the lives of all the communities. In some parts of the Silk Road it was pretty sandy, but unfortunately that candy won't come in handy. It's due to the Buddhists that are all fine and so dandy. The history of China is oh so fine. China makes its way through history on the incline. It's also fine. We call it Calvin Klein. We be telling you this history all through the grapevine.
In China there is one thing called the Great Wall. When the Chinese built it, all the nomads were appalled. It wasn't really built just for the looks, but rather to keep out all the crooks. You see, the Chinese were really mad that the nomads kept coming and making stuff really bad. They'd come in and pillage all them Chinese village. To get it all to stop, they gave the nomads lots of gifts. Things like silk, tea, porcelain, but not facelifts. At the end of the day, the Chinese were still afraid, and they made the Great Wall so they could stop all the raids.
Hey, the history of China is oh so fine. China makes its way through history on the incline. It's also fine. We call it Calvin Klein. We be telling you this history all through the sweet baby grapevine.
Now, when you think of China, you think of tea. That's because all those little leaves have created lots of glee. Ever since the Han, the Chinese made the stuff, and to make a profit, it wasn't very rough. That was until the Europeans came, and with the guns, they just messed it all up. They used the opium more to get the tea, and for the whole process that they did was interrupt. They made China their little puppet just for the money, but what started the whole thing was their tea and honey. Now its own country, China still makes a drink that doesn't get you drunk, but still fills you with glee.
Hey, the history of China is oh so fine. China makes its way through history on that incline. It's also fine. We call it Calvin Klein. We be telling you this history all through the great sweet vine. Sweet vine. Hello. Oh, vine. Great vine.